What is going on, guys? Haribo41296 here and hang on, that's not right. Well, I'll be back in a second. Alright, so what is up, guys? Chris here and welcome back to another episode of Can Chris Solve? Yeah. So today we're going to be trying out Melinda's 4-dimensional 2x2x2x2 puzzle. I made a video on this a couple of weeks ago and I've been trying my hardest to figure out how I might go about solving it since then, and I decided I would finally give it a go in this video. So yeah, we're going to be seeing if we can actually do this or not. If you didn't watch the last video, I really recommend you go and watch it because I don't think any of the things I do are going to make sense unless you've seen that or Melinda's video on this puzzle. Yeah, I do think this is going to be really difficult, and I've only just kind of got to grips with how this thing turns and how you're supposed to try and solve it. So yeah, I just have to talk about a few things that I got wrong in the last video, and then we can get straight into the solve and see if we can do it. The only things that I really mentioned that were wrong is I said I could take out a piece and then pop it back again, and if I did an 180-degree turn, it would still be a canonical move. And that was wrong. I cannot do that. The result is a canonical puzzle, but you can't do that in a solution, and I'm not going to be doing that when I try and solve this puzzle. And there's also not any number of solved states. I don't understand why, but there's not. There's only one solution, and I'm going to be trying to reach that in this video. From what I can remember, that's about everything. I scrambled this puzzle using only canonical moves, the ones that I went over in the last video, except for the single cube twists. And we're going to be trying to solve it right now in this episode of Can Chris Solve? Okay, so here is our puzzle, and like I said, I've scrambled it using the moves that I went over in the last video. So this is going to be it. So from what I can kind of tell, my main target at the moment is to get all of the outside colors solved. So that's these corner pieces here. And once we've done that, I think it should be quite easy to get the rest of the puzzle done. And I'll explain why, when, and if we get there. At the moment, I can see that we have kind of white and yellow in opposites across from each other, and I think that's kind of a coincidence of the scramble, because these pieces are completely messed up, and then obviously the tops and the bottoms are very scrambled. So I'm actually going to use this and try and get to the point where we have solid whites and solid yellows, and once we have that, we can do the gyro move that I went over in the last video to get them on the outside corners. So that's going to be the first kind of aim. So what we're going to do is use the moves we have. So if I do those moves and then a 180 twist, we have our first white block made. And then what can we do? So if I solve the whites using only moves like that, we should be able to solve the yellow on the other side. So it's kind of like a 4x4 in that respect. I kind of want the opposite of the white to be yellow, right? So I need to sort out these guys here. Oh, that was a voice crack. I apologize. So if I do, I'm just thinking if I do like a 90-degree twist like that. Oh, okay, we don't want to pop. And then this move, do one of these moves and then rotate back. Okay, so a little bit like a commutator then. That was cool, I like that. So we want a piece, an opposite piece to be here. So I'm trying to solve this 4-dimensional puzzle in the most cubic way possible. That's kind of what I'm getting at the moment. So I need to pop this piece down here. So how do I do that? I'm going to do that move, which is the same as doing an axial twist. No, that was a bad idea. No, let's go back. So I feel like this must be some kind of parity maybe. So if I try and put it over here instead, maybe that'll give us something to work with. same issue, I think. Unless, yep, exactly the same problem. Oh, so this axial twist thing here is really kind of getting me stumped because I can't work my way around it. So, oh crap. Oh no. Okay, did I make the move? What did I do? So you were there, and you were there. Was that? Okay, whew. We're good. I had a pop, but I managed to put it back where it was. So if I move that piece there. The issue I'm having right now is that single pieces don't seem to want to work on their own. So that's an issue. I kind of need them to be solid blocks because when I do the gyro move, I ideally want the pieces to be solved already. I need two separate cubes. I need a yellow one and a white one. So I could do the gyro move, but it would have this kind of distorted parity, and I don't really want that. But I don't know how I could fix this. Okay, because I can't seem to get around this, I'm going to do the gyro move right now. Okay, so that's our gyro move, and it's got our yellows on the outside. And I'm just going to show you guys what I had in mind when I was trying to solve this. So because we can do this thing called an axial twist like this, we can actually do regular 2x2 moves. Because if I was to separate this puzzle and do an R move here, that would be the same as doing an axial twist if I popped it here and did the R move. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. It makes sense to me. But because we can take apart and rotate these pieces however we want, if I was to do an R, U, R prime, U prime move, that's the same as doing an axial twist like R, U, R prime, U prime. And because we had an equal number of clockwise and anti-clockwise moves, the bottom cube actually didn't move. So what I was thinking is I can actually solve this puzzle like a 2x2 if we had the white on the top here. Now maybe actually we'll be able to do that now that we have all of the corners on the outside, because the corners don't actually change. I think I probably need to come up with an algorithm for that. And that's going to be pretty tricky, I think, because easier said than done, I think, in my head. So I'm going to try and find a way to solve this puzzle, to solve the corners of this puzzle, because there must be some way to do it. I think there might be a parity, but that shouldn't make it impossible. So what do we have here? Oh, this looks promising. It's this pair here that's throwing me off. So this piece and this piece need to somehow go together without ruining this. So these two need to swap somehow. Oh, I think I might have it. As I said, we could do a 2x2 move. So if I just do that axial twist, then oh no, we don't have it. We don't have it. Hang on. If I do that swap like that, and then do that, and then spin it. Oh my gosh, we did it. Okay. Whew. Interesting. So we managed to get the corners solved, and I didn't think we'd be able to do that, but that's really good, because now we can try and solve it like a 2x2, and I think it'll be a little bit trickier than I am letting on, because I need to count how many clockwise and anti-clockwise moves I do. So if I take the white piece apart and I ignore this piece and just kind of put it to the side a little bit, I'll just put it over here. We can try and solve this like a 2x2 now. So if I, well, this is throwing me off because it's a weird color scheme, but So I do my first anti-clockwise move, so we call that -1. Then I do a clockwise move, so it's back to 0. I'm just counting how many moves I'm doing. So clockwise is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2. So I'm at number 2, I've got my first face, and because that was a 2, I do 2 moves here. And that counts as the axial twist. That's making up for the clockwise and anti-clockwise moves that I did. So that's that done. Now, opposite of orange is red. So what I need to do here is an algorithm. And that is, oh gosh. Right, I'm going to do the soon actually, and just keep doing the soon, because I know that algorithm. So it's an R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. Okay, and okay, how many moves is that? So when we do a soon algorithm, there's an equal number of clockwise and anti-clockwise moves, so we actually don't have a problem at all. That's cool, we just don't have to worry about it. So if we do that again, R, U, R prime, U, R, U to R prime. We have our bottom face and our top face done. This is actually mentally exhausting me, but we're doing it, guys. I think we might actually be doing this. Okay, so next step, we're going to do a U prime. And that means we're going to do a U prime on this guy. That just rebalances our axial twists. So from here, I'm not sure what we need to do. If we treat this like a 2x2, we have a pretty easy algorithm. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the first of our cubes done. I need to go look up what that algorithm was so I can reset it on the other cube so we don't have any parities. So bear with me while I go and find that. Okay, so I've just accessed my YouTube video 2x2 Ortega method tutorial. Okay, sorry, my heart is beating so fast because I never thought I'd get anywhere near close to solving this, and it seems that we might just get close to solving it. So this is the algorithm I did. So we have, oh my god, my voice. So we have clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise. So that's 1 point, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. So if we count that up and we put that onto the opposite cube, it becomes 2 moves. And because it's a cube, we can just go 1, 2. And now if we actually put the puzzle together and pretend we've been solving it that way all this time, it looks like this. So yeah, isn't that just awesome? It's crazy. Okay, so cool. I hope you guys understand what I'm doing with the 2x2 moves and the axial twists. If it doesn't make sense, I can try and follow up in the comments below, but yeah, just go with me on this. So now that we've done that, we can move on to the second cube, and I'm going to be counting up how many moves I make. So we have what are we going to do here? We're going to do an R move. So we have 1, anti-clockwise, back to 0. Then we're going to do clockwise, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so that becomes 1 clockwise move, 1. And I'm always going to keep the same orientation here, and I'm just going to move the red layer for whatever moves I do here. So then we do a cube rotation, and we're going to do our our OLL, I guess. Okay, so this is going to be a soon. Like that. Oh my goodness. And the soon, as I found out before, doesn't affect this at all. Okay, so, and we have a really easy 2x2 algorithm here, which is R2, U2, R2, and U2, R2, U2 is 6 moves, which becomes 2 moves if you do an axial twist. So, well, we could even do it. We could do R2, U2, R2. So we're 1 move off, which is kind of infuriating. How are we going to go about doing this? This is obviously some kind of parity here, because we're not supposed to be 1 move off. Oh my goodness, we're so close though. Look how close we've come. Using cubing to approach a crazy 4-dimensional puzzle. Goodness me, how am I going to solve this? I want to use canonical moves, obviously. I also don't want to scramble it up, but I guess I've got this far, so if I do mess it up, I can always rebuild it and get back to this spot. I don't think this is going to do anything at all. Yeah, we're still 1 move off. Oh, jeez. Parity, man. Why does parity exist? I'm calling it a parity. It might not be, but it's just that we've come this close and we're 1 move away. And I kind of wish there was a canonical move to just do that, but there's not. Right. Okay. I think I need to go back to the drawing board, guys. I need to figure out exactly what's going on here and how I approach it. Unless there's some way. Oh, let me think about this. Could we do something like an odd number of moves for an algorithm, follow it by another algorithm? I hope you guys know what I mean. So like do an N perm and follow it up with a H perm, and maybe that'll end up with some kind of odd number of moves. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and figure it out, and maybe we'll come back for a Cankerous finish. But right now, I'm exhausted from counting all the time and kind of figuring out exactly what's going on. So this is a loss as of right now, but I am definitely going to revisit this puzzle in another video, so keep your eyes peeled, because we're so close and I don't want to give up on this. I've come to really kind of enjoy and appreciate what this puzzle is. So yeah, I'm lost for words, guys. This is a crazy puzzle, but it's also beautiful and incredibly fun. So there you go. The 4D 2x2x2x2 almost solved, and we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Alright then, guys, we were not quite able to finish off the 4-dimensional 2x2, and I guess it's a loss, but I'm totally okay with that, because I got way further than I thought I would in just the one video, and I have some time now to kind of rethink it and get my thoughts together and figure it out, because this might well be one of my favorite puzzles ever. I've never been so kind of terrified of something and then kind of worked really hard to figure out how I might solve it, and then actually getting there. It's been a really cool adventure, and I've enjoyed it a lot. And if you guys are interested in checking out this puzzle, definitely go and see the last video, which has a lot more information about it. I'll leave links to all of Melinda's stuff in the description below as well. And a lot of you guys have asked me how you might buy one of these things. You can actually access the link, I think it's called Superliminal in the description below. I'll put a link there and you can contact Melinda directly from there and ask about buying one of these. This is nothing like anything I've tried to solve before. It's a really cool puzzle and I've come to really love it. I hated it to begin with. It took me a very long time to try and figure it out, but I think we've reached somewhere and I'm in a really good mood, in case you didn't notice. So there you go. Anyway guys, that is it from me and this video. Make sure you leave a like if you've enjoyed it, leave your comments below with any suggestions for algorithms I might use or other puzzles you want to see on this series, and then of course subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where hopefully we might finish off this puzzle for good. Have a really awesome day guys, see you next time.